Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, in my first lecture, I have discussed the introduction of chemical kinetics and its categories. Now, in the second half of my first lecture, we will try to understand what are differences between molecularity and order. These two terms are very important to understand for the chemical kinetics because these two terms you will oftenly read in this chapter. Molecularity and order. In simple words, you can say they have same meaning, but technically there is difference. And here are five differences between molecularity and order. The first difference is that molecularity is the number of reacting species undergoing simultaneous collision, while order is the sum of the powers of the concentration terms in the rate law expression. So, the main difference between these two terms is number one, that the number of reacting species undergoing simultaneous collision, while the sum of the powers of the concentration terms in the rate law expression is called order. Here the term rate law, this rate law we will study in the next slide. So, second difference is that molecularity is a theoretical concept or it is a theoretical value, while order it is experimentally determined or practically determined. So when we have to find out the molecularity, we calculate it theoretically. But when we have to find the order of a reaction, then we have to find or determine by experiments. Third difference is that molecularity will be only an integral value, but fractions, but the order may be in fractions. So order of a reaction may be in fractional values, but molecularity cannot be fractional. And the very important difference here is that molecularity of a reaction can be zero. For example, in photosynthesis, there are so many molecules of water and carbon dioxide react with each other in the presence of light and chlorophyll and produce carbohydrates and oxygen. But this photosynthesis is since light dependent reaction, so its order of reaction is zero. But molecularity cannot be zero because there are certain molecules of water and carbon dioxide are taking. Molecularity cannot be zero, but order of reaction can be zero. The last difference is that molecularity provides no information on reaction mechanism. What is the mechanism of reaction? How reaction was started? Which was the slow step? Which was the fastest step, which was the medium step. Molecularity of a reaction, it provides no information on the reaction mechanism. But for the order of a reaction, it is very important to understand that the slowest step in the reaction can be judged by the order of the reaction, and this gives further information about the mechanism. So in simple words, you can say that the slowest step of a reaction is the rate determining step, and we find the order of a reaction from the rate of a reaction. Dear students, in this slide you studied that molecularity is totally different term from the order of reaction, and these two terms are very important to understand the reaction dynamics and chemical reaction. Rate of reaction is a similar term which you oftenly study in the physics, just like speed, velocity. The rate of a reaction is very much similar to speed or velocity term, because rate of a reaction is defined as the change in molar concentration of any of reactant or product with respect to time. जो जो वक्त गुजरता जाता है उसी हिसाब से किसी भी रिएक्टेंट या प्रोडक्ट की मोलर कंसंट्रेशन में जो चेंज आती है, जो तब्दीली आती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन। अब तो दौर भी तब्दीली का चल रहा है, तो तब्दीली किस में है? मोलर कंसंट्रेशन में। किस लिहाज से? विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम। तो जिस तरह हम कहते हैं कि हम जो जो बड़े होते जाते हैं तो हमारी उम्र कम होती जा रही है, हमारी बड़ी उम्र ज्यादा नहीं हो रही बल्कि उम्र कम होती जा रही है। तो अब ये उम्र का और क्या कहते हैं, अब बड़े होने का इसका एक रिलेशन आ गया। इसी तरह अगर आप कोई भी रिएक्शन स्टार्ट करवाते हैं, उसमें आपके पास कोई कंसंट्रेशन है, तो जो जो वक्त गुजरता जाएगा रिएक्टेंट की कंसंट्रेशन में कमी होती जाएगी और प्रोडक्ट की कंसंट्रेशन में इजाफा होता जाएगा। टू कंसिडर द रिएक्शन in which the reactant A is converted into product B, we apply the term rate of reaction. So the rate of reaction here will be with respect to disappearance of A or rate of appearance of B. If we consider only A, that is the reactant, then rate of reaction will be equal to rate of disappearance of A, that is equal to minus del A over del T. Minus mean this negative sign, what is this indicating? This minus is indicating decrease in concentration of A with the passage of time. जो जो वक्त गुजरता जाएगा A की concentration में कमी होती जाएगी। Here the term D indicates del. Del mean change, तब्दीली। किसमें? A क्या है? Reactant. And if you see, the A has been written between square bracket. Inside the square bracket A, this square bracket indicates molar concentration of the A, or in other books it is also written active mass of the A. Active mass of A means the mass of the reactant A which is really taking part in the reaction. In general sense, active mass and molar concentration these are two different terms. But for the sake of simplicity, for your convenience, we are simply supposing that this active mass actually here is the molar concentration. So if we are taking 1 mole, then we will say this active mass will be molar concentration. So the rate of disappearance of A is equal to minus del A over del T, and this negative sign indicates the decrease in concentration of A with the passage of time. Dear students, now now he will study the rate of reaction with respect to P. If we consider P, that is the product, so rate of reaction is equal to rate of appearance of P, it is equal to del P over del T. So from this rate of reaction, we simply understand the change in molar concentration of any reactant or product with respect to time. Here you can see the difference that when we write the rate of reaction for the rate of disappearance of A, then we used negative sign. But when we write the rate of reaction for product, then rate of appearance of P, it was positive. There is no negative sign because the concentration of the product increases with the passage of time. तो जो अब वक्त गुजरता जाएगा प्रोडक्ट पी की कंसंट्रेशन में इजाफा होता जाएगा, इसलिए यहाँ पे नेगेटिव नहीं है, पॉजिटिव साइन है. There are only 3 factors which affect the rate of reaction. Number 1, concentration of reactant. Number 2, surface area. Number 3, temperature. We will study all these 3 factors in the next slides. So now he will study the rate law and order of reaction. What is the relation between rate law and order of reaction? The term rate law for a reaction gives the concentration dependence of the rate of reaction. Here the point to be remembered is that rate law expression for an elementary reaction. Elementary reaction means a single step reaction. It can be predicted from the balanced chemical equation. But this rate law cannot be predicted for secondary reaction. Secondary reaction where the order of reaction or the steps involved are more than 1. So for a single step reaction, mean elementary reaction, rate law expression can be predicted with the help of balanced chemical equation. But if there are more than 1 steps are involved in the secondary reaction, then we cannot predict the rate law from balanced chemical equation. Chemical equation of a reaction does not tell us whether the reaction is either elementary or secondary. Therefore, the rate law for a reaction cannot be written without experimental verification. This experimental verification is very important. So, if we suppose that the reactant A is converting into product P, so the rate law for this reaction will be written as that rate of this reaction is directly proportional to molar concentration of A raised to power n. or rate is equal to rate constant K into molar concentration or active mass of the reactant A raised to power n. What is this n? This n is the number of mole which is taking part in this reaction by A. So if we write the experimental rate law for a general reaction in which the reactant A, B and C, they are forming a product P, then this rate will be equal to rate constant K into active mass or molar concentration of A raised to power alpha into B raised to power beta into C, molar concentration of C raised to power gamma. So when we sum up alpha plus beta plus gamma, we get the value of n, and this n is called overall order of a reaction. The alpha, beta and gamma represent the order of reaction with respect to A, reactant B and reactant C respectively.